Good morning, everyone. Nancy, welcome back from the beach. For a second there, I thought you were going to move there. We got less than a minute, guys. Hopefully you all are ready mentally. I know, I was like, leaving your glute marks everywhere. That's a way, I was like, that's a way to do it. All right, guys. Ow. On that note, it is 5:30 on the dot. We're going to get your warm-up started. We have total body extensions, the fighter bounce with arm swings, squats with a twist, and jumping jacks. So today we've got a great upper body. We have 2 groups of 4 exercises at each. How it's going to work, we have 35 seconds of each exercise, 10 seconds in between to transition. We are going to do group 1, top to bottom 2 times, then we'll go on to group 2, do it top to bottom 2 times, and then we're going to do the whole thing a second time through 2 times each. So 4 rounds total of each group. We are going to go ahead and start with the first exercise. Key thing today, guys, is if you watch Teresa's video, it's 12 to 15 reps. So if you want to do that drop set here in the gym or at home, make sure you guys aim for that amount. So we have shoulder presses. So if you're at home and you have your bag, you can either do your kickstand if you need to support that back, but you have your weighted bag. It's coming right down to your chest and extend all the way through the shoulders, up overhead and back down. Make sure you guys aren't hyperextending through that back. Here in the gym or at home, if you do have weights, you want those weights coming all the way down to the shoulders. Get that full range of motion so you can drive them up. Make sure you don't stop above the shoulders. Bring them all the way down. And again, do not hyperextend through that back. You want to engage that core. And then we have reverse lunge curls. So you're going to step back. At the bottom of that lunge, you will do that bicep curl. Remember, don't swing the weight. If you have the bag, as you can see, she lowers the bag right there in front of her thighs and then curls right up at the bottom of the lunge. Or you have the weights. So make sure you don't swing those weights. They rest right along the sides of those legs. Curl and then bring them back down. You can also take out those lunges if you need to and just focus on that upper body. And then we have our pushback or pike push-ups. So starting with those pushbacks, you can do these either up on your toes or on your knees. More challenging is on your toes. So either way, think of scraping your nose along the ground. And when you push back from your toes, you're going to just bend those knees. And then otherwise, drop your knees to the ground and go all the way down. Make sure you are pushing back at the bottom of that push-up. So you're bringing that chest all the way down. Drive those hips all the way back. Make sure you extend through the elbows and pushing through those shoulders. These are shoulder-focused push-ups. And then we have one arm overhead. Oh, excuse me, I forgot to do those pikes. So then we have pike. You can either do the pike elevated. That'll be more challenging, driving the top of your head to the ground and then pushing through those shoulders to come up. You can drop those feet to give a little bit less of a challenge, more manageable. And then we will go into that fourth exercise, that one arm overhead tricep extension. So we have several options for these at home. If you have a towel or a resistant band, one arm there, you're going to focus on one arm each side or each round. And one hand is holding and pulling down at the bottom to give it resistance. The other one that you're actually working that tricep, you are extending and pulling that towel or band straight up overhead, squeezing through the tricep and controlling it back down. Otherwise, if you have a weight, you're going to just hold that weight and lower it down. Think of reaching your opposite shoulder with that dumbbell and then extending straight up through the elbow, squeeze the tricep. Make sure that arm stays right up against your head. Otherwise, if you have a weighted bag, you can do those 2-arm. So extending through the triceps, through the elbows. Make sure those elbows stay directed forward and don't hyperextend through that back. You can also do that kickstand if you need to. So lots of different options there to choose from. And then we have our next group 2 exercises, starting with that reverse grip row. If you have your bag, palms facing away from you, flat back like a tabletop, squeeze through the shoulder blades as you drive that weight up towards your chest, bringing those elbows past your back. Same thing, idea with the weights. You just have 2 dumbbells, bringing them up around the rib cage area, squeeze through that back, flat back, and soft bend in those knees. Then we have our Sphinx push-ups. You're going to go down on the ground. So our Sphinx, you can do these again on your toes or on your knees. More challenging is on your toes. Key thing here, if you're going to do the Sphinx, both elbows need to come off the ground and touch the ground at the same time. and you need to have a flat back. The second those elbows tap the ground, you want to explode back up, nice and controlled up and controlled down. You can also go down to your knees. The second your arms start to dominate on one side over the other, then go into those dynamic planks. It's going to train that upper body to get ready to go longer on those Sphinx. Make sure you don't rock and rotate those hips as well. Then we have our front raises. You're going to grab those weights. You can do these regular with your bag. You're just going to raise up shoulder height. Keep those arms nice and strong, pulling through the shoulders, and don't go past the shoulders. Then we have our dumbbells. You can do those palms facing down, shoulder height. You can do a neutral grip, or if you want a nice challenge, you can do reverse grip. Just make sure you don't do it into a curl. You want the elbow joint soft but not bent. And then last but not least, we have our dragon walk and our spider. So with the dragon, you're going to step that arm out, same arm as it steps out, that same leg goes up to that elbow like you're walking across that floor, and it needs to bend in that arm like a push-up. The second your form breaks, you want to go into those spiders, just a stationary high plank position, driving that same knee to same elbow. All right, you guys, we're going to get started with that first group. We got shoulder presses to start. Hopefully you're ready. Here we go. Tuesday, upper body, shoulder presses to start in 3, 2. All right, you guys. So again, remember, 35 seconds of work. So we're aiming for 12 to 15 reps. So if you have a variety of weights, you want to do that drop set, you want to start out with your heaviest and then go lighter as you need to. If at home, if all you have is one option, aim for that higher rep number, 14, 15, whatever's most challenging. We have 10 seconds left of these shoulder presses, and you guys are going into that reverse lunge curl. Do not hyperextend through that back. Get those weights all the way down to those shoulders and then push up. All right, here we go. Switch up those weights if you need to. We got our reverse lunge curls. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. If you have weights, remember, do not swing those weights. It's nice and controlled. You control them to your side, control them up. Make sure you're pushing through that front heel, keeping that chest up if you're doing that lunge. Keep them hip width apart. Good job, you guys. Keep those elbows nice and tucked to your sides. You don't want them to flare out. You want to keep them nice and tight. Shoulder blades back, core engaged. We got time for 1 or 2 more curls. All right, you can set your weights up to the side for a moment. We got our pushback or pike push-ups. We got 5 seconds. Get in that high plank position. In 3, 2, go. So just as Teresa's showing, so remember, you go down, you do not come up before you push back. You push back from the bottom of that push-up. And the second your form starts to break on those toes, bring it onto your knees. And get that full range of motion. Think of tapping the wall behind you with those glutes. Keep it coming. Guys, keep it up nice on these. Some of you guys got great pikes going. I love it. And come on out of that. Grab one weight. We have that one arm overhead tricep extension at home. If you don't have a weight, you got that towel or that resistant band. 2, 1. So Teresa has that resistant band in her arm. Make sure you guys, good. Keep that arm. If you got that weight, make sure that arm does not flare away. It needs to stay right up against the ear. And that weight is coming down to that shoulder. Make sure it doesn't go back behind you. Back to your shoulder presses. We got 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, make sure this is your second set here. I want you aiming for that same number you got the last time now on these exercises. Goal for consistency. That Fit Body Focus this week says every action you take has an impact. So you want to be intentional and direct with your actions, with your choices, because they directly impact you and your goals in this gym or in your home where you're doing your workout. Bring those weights all the way down to those shoulders, guys. Straight backs. All right, guys, here we go. We're on to those reverse lunge curls. Grab those weights. Get in position. We got 3, 2. Stepping it on back, driving that back knee down. If you're doing those lunges, do not swing those arms. Nice job on the zoom. Keep it up, guys. Good. Squeeze those biceps. Focus on the bicep, doing that work, lifting that weight. Remember, 12 to 15 reps, guys. Keep that pace. Do that drop set as your form breaks. Keep those shoulder blades back. We got time for 1 or 2 more bicep curls. Get ready. We're going to those pushbacks or pikes. Drop those weights. Here we go. You're either in that pike position or a high plank position. In 3, 2, start on time, and go. So we got Teresa doing those pikes. Good, guys, get that full range of motion. Push through the shoulders. Those elbows will flare out to the sides on those pushbacks. It's not a tricep push-up on those. Keep it coming. All right, up on those feet, we got our 1 arm overhead tricep extension, either with that towel, resistant band, or that weight. We got 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Now you're on that other side. And make sure that weight does not guide behind you, directing away. You want it guiding over to your opposite shoulder. We have 5 seconds. You also have that weighted band option, and you have, all right, here we guys go. We are going to go into our group 2. We got reverse grip rows. Grab 2 weights, tabletop flat back in 2, 1. Drive those elbows up past your back. Your palms are facing away from you. You're going to do them at the same time on those weights. There we go. Nice flat back. Remember, your chest is parallel with the ground. Keep that neck neutral. Good. Squeeze through that back, you guys. Really get that tension. Tap into your back as well. Think if it's rounding, you want to think of sticking your chest out towards the ground and flattening out that back, tapping the wall behind you with those glutes. And drop those weights. We got Sphinx push-ups or dynamic plank. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. So on those Sphinx, remember, just like Teresa here, her elbows go down at the same time and they come up at the same time. Make sure those hands aren't close together. You still want them proper distance apart. And don't linger down on those elbows. The second they touch the ground, you come back up. Once it becomes too much on your toes, come down to your knees. And then once your form breaks on your knees, you want to go into those dynamic planks. We got 5 seconds, guys. We're going into those front raises. Control yourself down. Don't drop heavy. Control it down. Resist it. Here we go. Up on those feet. Grab your 2 weights. We got front raises, or you can also use a towel at home and keep that resistance as you do that front raise. Good. Remember, you have palms down, palms up, or you have that neutral grip, which means palms facing each other on those dumbbells. You can alternate whatever's going to get you the most out of this workout, but make sure it's shoulder height, guys. Keep that core tight. Squeeze through those shoulders. You have 10 seconds. And then we're going into that plank position for those dragon walks or those spiders. 3, 2. All right, drop those weights. Get into that position. If you're doing those dragon walks, if you step your right arm out, your right leg follows at the same time. It bends, just as Teresa's shown you. It's a small little walk forward. They move at the same time. Keep it coming. Once your form breaks, you go into those spiders. Those spiders are going to work just as much. It's going to train you. Make sure you keep those hips level, guys. Don't let those hips pike. And if you're doing those spiders or those dragons, think of opening up that leg. That foot does not touch the ground. It comes off the ground. Keep it coming. Get that last one. All right, guys. Back to those reverse grip rows. Grab those 2 weights or your weighted bag. We got 3, 2, go. Good, nice flat back. There you go, soft bend in those knees. Relax that neck, don't look out in front of you. Look right below you, keeping that neck nice and straight. How we doing at home? Good, control those weights, flatten out that back. Don't tuck the chin, don't tilt the chin, keep it nice and neutral. We have 8 seconds, you guys. Stay with it, we're going back to those Sphinx or those dynamic planks in 3, 2, drop those weights. Give your arms a break there on the weights. We're going into those Sphinx or dynamics. Do not heavily drop those elbows, guys. Keep it controlled. If you can't do them right, do those dynamics. They're going to train you, and over time, you're going to be able to do those Sphinx. Make sure they come up at the same time. Control it down. We got 8 seconds. Make sure you guys control the descent of those Sphinx, and that is time. Grab your weights. We got front raises. Back to those front raises. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Make sure you guys breathe. Keep that core engaged. Protect that lower back. If you need to do that kickstand a little bit to relieve that back a little bit, do so. You got that neutral grip as well. It'll help relieve some pressure out of those shoulders. Squeeze those shoulders. You also have a challenge if you want that reverse grip. Teresa's doing those. Just make sure you're not doing that curl. We want a soft joint in those elbows, but not bent. We got 3, 2, 1. Drop those weights. We got those dragons or those spiders. Once again, do those dragons right, guys, or don't do them at all. We got 2, 1. You better be bending that arm as you walk it out. Keep it coming. We got 12 seconds. You can go into those spiders. 35 seconds to do those dragons can be a long time. Don't let those hips pike back. Keep them nice and level. There we go. All right, we're going back to the top of group 1. We got shoulder presses. Last 2 times on group 1. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. So engage that core. Do not hyperextend through that back. Make sure those weights come all the way down to your shoulders, guys. Full range of motion. Do that drop set if you need to. This is now your 3rd time on these. Remember, have those weights come all the way down. Don't stop above the shoulders. Get all the way down. We got 12 seconds. And then we're going to do those reverse lunge curls, guys. Keep that core nice and tight. 5 seconds. You got it. Let's get those 12 to 15 reps. Give me 1 more. All right, let's go. Grab those weights. We got reverse lunge curls. Or you have that weighted bag. 3, 2. There we go. Don't swing those arms, especially now as we're getting into that 3rd set. You've done a lot. Your body's warm. It's heated. It's getting a little tired now. Really focus and fight for that form, guys. Yes, we want to aim for 12 to 15 reps, but we also do not want to compensate and sacrifice form in order to get those reps, because then those reps don't matter. We got 3, 2, 1. All right, good job, guys. We're going into those push-back or pike push-ups. Give those arms a break from the weights. We got 3, 2, 1. So you can either elevate that pike again. Remember, if you want to challenge yourself, you're here several times, so you can mix it up. Make sure you're pushing down or pushing back from the bottom of that push-up. Really lower yourself down. Think of scraping that nose. Don't arch through the spine. Keep your spine nice and strong. You don't want to roll up. You want to keep that spine nice and strong and straight. It's down, and then you're going at a steep incline back, just as Teresa's showing there. Her nose is just about touching that ground. All right, up on those feet, we got those one-arm overhead tricep extensions with the weight, or you have your towel or resistant band. You also can do 2 arms. Keep that bicep right up against the side of your head, and that weight, you're guiding the dumbbell down to your opposite shoulder. Just as Teresa has there, you can hold your core there like she's holding. It'll not only help make sure you're properly engaging your abdominals, but also it'll make sure that you guys aren't arching through that back. It'll kind of help balance. Keep it up. We have 5 seconds, guys. Don't lean that head. Don't shrug that shoulder. Relax it. All right, guys, here we go. Back to the top. Shoulder press. Last time here. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Very good at home. Way to bring those weights all the way down to those shoulders, guys. There we go. Here in the gym, keep it up. Lower those weights all the way down to those shoulders. Do not hover above and cut that range of motion off. Keep that core tight. Remember, you got that drop set. Keep it coming. Bringing it all the way down. We got 5 seconds, and we're going into those reverse lunges, and you're done with these. 3. Give me 1 more rep. Good job, guys. Here we go. Switch it up. 5 seconds. I know you're getting tired. Let's fight through it. And go on down into that lunge curl. Make sure you don't swing those weights. Good job, you guys. Stay with it. Awesome. You got this. You guys are stronger than you like to believe. We like to limit ourselves. It's a human instinct. We have to fight against that if we want to improve, if we want to grow. You have 10 seconds. Nothing wrong with constantly telling yourself while you're doing these with every reps, I can do it. I'm good enough. I'm worth it. I got this. There we go. That's time. We got pushbacks or pike push-ups. Last time. Get in position. We got 3, 2, 1. Extend all the way back. Think of tapping the wall with those glutes. Get that full range of motion before resetting. Those elbows should not be bent when you come up out of that pushback. Good. Get that full range. Keep it coming. Very nice. We got 8 seconds, guys, and you guys are going into that last set of that one-arm overhead tricep extension. Here we go. Give me 1 more pushback or pike. Good. We get that last one. All right, guys, grab that weight, grab that resistant band or that towel or that weighted bag. We got 2, 1. Good. Keep that arm up against that head. There you go. You're going to extend it straight up overhead. Five seconds. Keep those elbows. All right, you are done with that first group. We're on to group number 2. 2 more rounds, guys. It's going to go by quick. We got reverse grip rows in 2, 1. Got that weighted bag. You got those dumbbells. Palms facing away from you, flat back. Think of sticking that chest out towards the ground, and that'll help flatten out that back. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. We got 8 seconds, and we're going into those Sphinx or dynamic planks. We got 3, 2, drop those weights. Here we go. Let's work, let's work. We got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Do not let those arms come up away, at different times, and do not drop heavy. Otherwise, go into that dynamic plank. And make sure those elbows touch, but don't sink into that Sphinx either. They tap the ground and you come back up. Keep it coming. Up, guys. We got 6 seconds. No shame once you have to go into those dynamic planks. That is okay. Here we go. Nice job. Up on those feet. We got front raises. And 5 seconds. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. Shoulder height with those weights. No higher. Control them up. Control them down. Keep that core engaged. Good. You got that neutral grip. You got that palm down as Teresa's showing with that weighted bag. Neutral grip. Those palms are facing each other. Challenge. You can do those palms facing up. Good. Don't shrug that head to get that weight up. Keep that neck nice and neutral. We got 8 seconds and we're going into those dragon walks or spiders, guys. Keep it up. You got it. Get those weights up. All right. Here we go. Dragon walks, spiders. Get in position. We got 3, 2, 1. So if you're doing those dragons, you're moving that arm and leg at the same time and that same side. And that arm should be bending. Teresa's showing you it's a push-up. It's a moving, walking push-up. Only the spiders will you be in that stationary high plank position, meeting that knee to that elbow. We have 10 seconds. Teresa's showing you those now. She's on those spiders. We got 5. Very good. Give me a couple more, guys. 2, 1. Back to those reverse grip rows. Last time. We got a little over 2 minutes of work left on that clock. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Everything you got. Form, form, form. I want you distracting your mind with form instead of negative limiting beliefs. Remind yourself every action you take has an impact. Every thought you have has an impact. What you think becomes what you do and how you act. So change that frame of mind. If you're giving yourself negative thoughts right now, I want you to grab them and pivot that direction. We have 5 seconds and we're going into those Sphinx push-ups or dynamic planks for the last time. Get that last row. Drop those weights. Get into that position. We got 5 seconds before we're starting. And 3, 2, 1. Everything you got here, guys. Don't be afraid of the greatness that you are capable of achieving. You have it in you. You just have to unleash it. Control those elbows up at the same time and back down. Keep those hips nice and strong. Don't let them rock and rotate if you're doing those dynamics. Lock it in with that core. Keep it coming. Our front raises. Last time. 2, 1. All right, at home, here in the gym, you guys are on your last 2 exercises. Just a little over a minute of work, and you will be on to your stretching and then on to conquer your Tuesday. Everything you got here, form, engage that core, guys. Shoulders back, tall posture. We have 10 seconds. Don't bend those elbows so much on those raises. You want a soft joint, but you don't want them bent. Fight for that form, guys. Form first. Get that last one. All right, let's go into those dragon walks or spiders. Everything you got here, guys. Make these the most beautiful dragons or spiders of your morning. Here we go. Commit to that intensity. Commit to the form. Think about what you're doing. If you're doing those spiders or those dragons, you're not piking those hips back. Stay in that plank. And then you bend those elbows. When you need to, go into those spiders. You only have 12 seconds, you guys. Focus on that form. Drive that knee to that same elbow. Come on, we got 5 seconds. Squeeze that core, bend those arms if you're doing those dragons. And that's time. Here we go. We are going to stretch. Nice work, you guys. Go ahead into that one arm tricep extension with that lean. You're going to reach your right arm up overhead, drop it behind, grab the elbow, pull it towards your center, and lean that direction. People at home, awesome work. Your word of the day, get ready, is called direct. We want to be direct with our workouts, with our time, with our reps. Go ahead and switch sides. And you want to be direct. Go ahead, exhale into that, and then you can reach behind you, grab your right wrist with your left hand, and then think of pushing those palms towards the wall behind. July is almost over. Can you guys believe it? We still have a little bit of time left for that Fit Body charity, for that Humane Society International. Make sure you guys are utilizing that. Check in. 25 check-ins gives 15 minutes of funding to the staff to help combat animal cruelty. At home, you guys, tomorrow, your equipment, you're going to need an elevated surface for burpees and other exercises if needed. So make sure you have that. See you later. Awesome job.